The New York Mets have the easiest schedule coming up with the road trip and also the worst schedule. What's going on, Mets fans and baseball fans? This is Randy, and this is the All Things Mets channel where you get your latest Mets media. Everything you know about the Mets on this channel. Definitely do me a favor, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And today's content video is going to be about the New York Mets road trip that is coming up, guys. They have a 10-game road trip coming up. This is going to be one of the easiest schedules and the hardest schedules at the same time. I would definitely explain going forward. But when it comes to the schedule, the New York Mets start 3 games in Los Angeles. They have 1 game that they're going to fly out that they have to make up, and that's a Cardinals game. That was supposed to be a day off, but that has been now postponed to that game for the New York Mets. So definitely you got 3 games against the Angels. You got 1 against the Cardinals. And then you're going to Colorado for 3 games. And then after that, you're going to Seattle for 3 games. So when it comes to this schedule for the New York Mets, this is the easiest schedule and the worst schedule. And the Mets are 57 and 51 right now. 57 wins, 51 losses. Now, the New York Mets are half a game out right now of the 3rd spot in the wild card. The New York Mets know that they have to win games. They have to, be competitive. And actually, if they're going to want to be in this wild card race, they're going to have to win a lot of games. And the fact that the Mets have this record, and right now is good for them. But the fact that they have the schedule, you got to take advantage of this schedule. You got 3 against the Angels. The Angels are not a good team. The Colorado Rockies are not a good team. The Cardinals are, trying to be a good team, but also losing a lot. So they're still kind of in the race as well when it comes to the wild card. But the Seattle Mariners are a team that definitely brought in and is winning games right now and is pretty hot. So the New York Mets have to win these games coming up. This is a huge, huge stretch for the New York Mets. And we've seen the New York Mets struggle against bad teams, recently. So I hope that when it comes to this road trip, they can start winning games, because this team, the New York Mets, they have one of the best lineups they've ever had ever since 2015, in my opinion. I believe in this lineup. I believe that if the offense shows up, then the Mets are going to be fine. Now, the pitching has been really, it's been up and down, but definitely, Luis Severino, perfect example, in the last start, didn't have a good start. Then Sean Manaea had a really good start, and then Quintana had a really good start. So when it comes to the New York Mets pitching, that is something that's going to be big. And the first game, you got Paul Blackburn that's going to, have his first Mets start, So when it comes to the Mets, you have to win these games. These are huge, huge games for the New York Mets to win. Will they win these games? I hope so. Francisco Alvarez has been cold. He hasn't been able to get hot lately. JD Martinez has been a little cold, but, getting out of it. Brandon Nimmo has been cold as ice. He's been so cold, not really hitting the ball well, striking out a lot, doing what he did, in the beginning of the season. So, and then Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso's really not doing much right now for the New York Mets. He hit a home run the other day. Maybe he's coming around. I don't know. And then you got Francisco Lindor, who's also struggling as well a little bit. So the Mets, hopefully with this road trip, they can start to get it going, because the offense has to get it going for the Mets to win these games. Now, pitching is going to be, what it is. You got Paul Blackburn. You don't know what's really good you're going to get from him. So the Mets offense has to show up in the road trip, because this is a 10-game road trip. This is going to be tough for the New York Mets, but you have to make up ground. You have to put the pressure on these teams in the wild card. So you got the Arizona Diamondbacks. You got the Padres. And you got the Braves. That's the teams that you have to, go after. Now, the Diamondbacks are, half a game from the Mets, above. So definitely the Mets, if they win today and the Diamondbacks lose, then they can go right to the 3rd place spot and be in the wild card, So this is going to be a rough month, just in general, because they're going to have to play a lot of baseball. But definitely when it comes to the New York Mets, the Mets have to win these games. They have to. This is one of the easiest schedules and the worst schedules. But the New York Mets know that they got to put themselves in a better position. And if you have a schedule like this, you have to take advantage of it. You have the Angels, who are not good. The Angels are not good. They're 47 and I believe 62 at the moment. So they're not good. The Angels aren't good, and the Colorado Rockies are not good either. The Cardinals are okay. And then you got the Seattle Mariners, who's probably the best team that they're going to face in this road trip. So the Mets have to win games. Will they win these games? I don't know. I hope so. You've seen that recent stretch that they had in June. In July, they had a pretty good July. So, but they got to win these games because these are huge, huge games. If they want to be a part of that wild card, if they want to be a part of that playoffs, they got to take advantage of the schedule. Now, that's going to be the video, guys. If you enjoyed, definitely do me a favor, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This is All Things Mets, and I'm Randy. And yeah, man, I'm out of here. Have a good one. Stay blessed. LGM for life. You know the vibes. Got more videos on the way, so stay tuned.